What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about supplements, if they work, how to tell if they work, and how you can figure out if they work. Now, the first thing I want to touch on is I'm doing a supplement review of this new BioGrow stuff from Isatori. And all of a sudden, I'm getting some positive feedback where guys are like, yeah, I want to know whether it works. Cool. And other people are like, dude, you're selling out. You're going to tell us it works. First off, let's start right out by saying I have used supplements since about 1992 or 1991, since I was competing in my first bodybuilding competition at 17 years old. I have tried every fucking supplement out there, hands down, that was somewhat interesting or could cause muscle gains. Period. Smilex, dibengazide, Cybergenics, you name the kits back then, I was using them. You name the supplements now. Creatine, BCAA, different kinds of things like that. Myostatin inhibitor supplements, okay, which we're going to touch on in a second. You name them. If I thought it was interesting, I touched upon it, okay, and I used them and I tried them. Now, the BioGrow was interesting to me because, not because people were talking about it, because I didn't know what the fuck it was, but people kept emailing me about it. I can buy it for this much. It's this much here. What do you think? I want to add it to my thing. What do you think? I had clients going, what do you think? What do you think? I don't fucking know. I have no idea, and I'm not going to take the word of an advertisement or the company who sells it, okay? And this goes for anything, period. Before I recommend it, I use it. That's what being legit is all about. It's not about finding someone who says it works, believing them, and then handing it out to your clients. You got to use it before you can apply it, okay? So when they were selling it, I didn't know they were going to be selling it at the Olympia. Sometimes they don't sell anything. Sometimes they just have appearances, and they sell posters. They don't even sell supplements, or they don't even give out samples. So who the fuck knew it was even going to be at the Olympia? And that's when I bought it, okay? After talking to Lowbliner, because he's the one that brought it to everyone's attention. Everyone's seeing it because he's talking about it. I do not work for Isatori. I do not make a penny on this. I am not making a penny on this. Mark and I, it was the first time we met at the Olympia. We had never talked before that. So there is no, there's no combination of us trying to push Isatori BioGrow. If it doesn't fucking work, I'm going to tell you it doesn't work. Now, I also got asked about myostatin supplements, because there's like a MyoX or whatever it is from MHP, and I'll tell you this much: myostatin supplements don't exist, okay? Things that are going to shut down myostatin don't exist. The closest thing is the fertilized chicken egg, which I believe, I can't remember the name of it, but Humana Forte, which is a supplement that contains that fertilized chicken embryo, contains naturally occurring follistatin. Now, you got to take a lot of this stuff to get the effect from it, and it takes time to get the effect. But that's the closest thing to a myostatin supplement that there is in the market that you can buy as a food supplement. There was a company, or still is a company called, I think Biotest is the company's name still, and they came out with like Myostat or Myozap or whatever the fuck it was, and they hired Franco Santarello. And Franco used to be the Cybergenics kid, they called him. When I was younger, I recognized him right away when he was on the supplement. This is probably about 10 years ago. I don't even know I think I might have been living in Rhode Island still. Yeah, I was still living in Rhode Island, so it's been a good maybe 8 to 10 years since this stuff came out. That's how old this myostatin stuff has been around. And I saw the ad with Franco, and I was like, holy shit, Franco's back. Well, he's a Cybergenics kid. It must be legit if he's in the ads and he's dealing with it. So I went and bought this shit, okay? It was made from algae from the blue sea in the middle of fucking... The shit was so exotic sounding that you were like, oh my god, this stuff has to work. It was priced fair. I mean, it wasn't super expensive, which should tell you again, if it's not expensive, it's probably not a good quality product, but not, just as long as it's not cheap. Cheap products usually not good quality. So I went and bought about, I think it was 4 or 5 bottles at the local GNC, and started taking this shit and waited for my body to morph, waited for myself to explode, waited for myself to get huge. And I was taking steroids at the time, so it wasn't like, well, nothing's going on. Well, even taking steroids, if you took a myostatin inhibitor that worked, well, you should be even fucking bigger on the steroids. Nothing happened. It wasn't long before that all these myostatin products, there was 2 companies that put them out. It was Biotest and another one. Gone, off the market. Nobody sold them anymore because they didn't work. It was bullshit. So at that point I realized, okay, certain companies that, like this, it was Biotest, I believe it was, either are not doing their research or trying to scam people into buying these products because they don't work and they know it. One or the other, okay? Because the product actually didn't do anything. So whether it was due to lack of research or whether it was due to the fact that they're just trying to scam. Either way, I don't trust that company anymore. Period. Now moving on to the Isatori thing. Isatori, I don't know much about the company. I'll be totally honest with you. I mean, I don't use their products. I've heard of the name. It's been around, but it's not a company that I use their products. So when the BioGrow came out, I was like, what the hell is this stuff? I read up on it. That was the first thing I did. I read up on it, looked up what it was, and then I made that jump between the peptide form of what BioGrow is and then the glutamine peptide, and said, wait a minute, if this is actually what they're saying it is, this could actually work. It could do something. What it's going to do, I don't fucking know, but it could possibly do something. So how are you going to find out? I can either listen to Lobliner, okay, which, there's no reason to not listen to him, but at the same time, he's selling the product, or I can use it myself and see what happens. Now, I personally get offended when the Bios3 or anyone else of the viewers call me a sellout saying that, oh, he's working with Lobliner. What are you supposed to do to find out whether this stuff works or not? How are you supposed to figure it out? Are you supposed to go and ask a scientist? Would that be better instead of asking Lobliner? Ask a scientist, do you think this would work? Because I got biologists that I can ask and put them on camera. No, you use the product without knowing what to expect because nobody really knows what this shit does. So you buy the product, you use it for a period of time, and while you're doing that, you don't change anything. You don't change your diet, you don't change how you're training, you don't change your sleeping patterns, your fluid intake, nothing. The food you eat, you change nothing. That way there are no variables except for the product that you put into your routine, and if it works, you're going to see it. If it doesn't, you're not. This is the problem with a lot of people that this supplement sucks, that supplement sucks. You don't even have a regular routine and diet down pat. There's so many fluctuations between body fluid, whether you are anabolic or catabolic throughout the day, whether you're even stimulating muscle growth through your workouts, because half the workouts I've seen personally are not goal-specific workouts. They're random workouts pulled out of magazines or given to them by somebody for one of their goals, and they're in their gym doing it, and it's actually doing nothing. They had a product and the product did nothing. Well, you're not even doing anything with the workout. When's the last time you had 6 meals a day, or if you did your intermittent fasting, you nailed all your calories and everything per day, every single day for the last 6 months straight? No going out drinking, making sure you had all the right sleep. That doesn't happen 99% of the time. You know what I mean? So the people that have all their shit in a row, when they add a supplement, they're going to see whether it works or not. So that's what you got to do. You got to make sure all your ducks are in a row for a long period of time so your body is predictable when you introduce anything else into your routine. You know whether it works or not. Okay? Supplement-wise, training-wise, diet-wise, cardio-wise, anything, when it's introduced into that environment, will show results or will show that it's not giving results very quickly and you can figure it out. Then you can make your decisions based on those assumptions that I have given it everything that I have changed none of the variables. The only variable is that one thing, it does or doesn't work. bios3training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bios3training.com is the blog. The myostatin zap, no product bicep, and we're out.